You've seen them everywhere. The perfect morning routines. Wake up at 5. Meditate for 20 minutes. Journal 3 pages. Cold shower. Green smoothie. Gratitude practice. And somehow fit in a workout before most people hit snooze. We're told that's what it takes to win the day. But here's what nobody mentions: most of those routines fail within 3 weeks. Not because you lack discipline. Research shows it's the complexity itself that kills them. You've probably experienced this. You've tried the apps, bought the planners, committed to the systems, and you still feel scattered. Here's the truth. You don't need 20 steps. You need 3 habits, not the ones every guru repeats, but the ones that actually address why routines collapse: decision fatigue and burnout. Strip away everything else, and these 3 create more momentum than any elaborate system ever could. Let me show you what they are. I get why those complex routines are so tempting. They promise transformation, a new you, and they give us something we crave: control over our chaotic lives. The productivity culture has convinced us that success looks like waking up at 5, taking an ice bath, and checking off 12 boxes before breakfast. It sounds inspiring until you try it. Here's the reality. 92% of people abandon new routines within 3 weeks. Not because they're lazy, not because they lack willpower. The systems themselves are unsustainable. What you need instead are keystone habits. These are foundational behaviors that create a cascading effect. Fix one thing, and everything else starts falling into place. Behavioral psychology backs this up. Concepts like habit stacking, minimum viable effort, and compound consistency show us that small, strategic actions outperform grand gestures every time. So instead of piling more until you're already full plate, these 3 habits simplify your life. They don't just improve productivity, they deliver exponential returns across your health, focus, and mental clarity. Here's how they work. Habit number 1, the anchor reset. This is a single 2-minute routine you do at the same time every day. That's it. Most people think they need an hour-long morning ritual to see results, but neuroscience tells us something different. Consistency of timing matters far more than duration. Here's how it works. Pick a micro routine. Drink a glass of water. Do a 60-second stretch. Set one intention for the day. Simple actions, same time, every single day. This trains your brain to enter what I call routine mode. The magic isn't in what you're doing, it's in the neurological pattern you're building. I worked with someone who had tried a 90-minute morning routine and failed every time. She switched to this 2-minute anchor. Within weeks, other positive habits started attaching to it naturally: exercise, journaling, healthier breakfast choices. She didn't force them, they just stuck. You're probably thinking, how can 2 minutes change anything? Here's the science. Once this anchor becomes automatic, your brain has bandwidth to add complexity, not through willpower, naturally. The anchor removes that paralyzing question: where do I even start? But here's the problem. Consistency alone isn't enough, which brings us to habit 2, the one that protects everything you're building. Habit number 2, the non-negotiable boundary. This is one rule you establish for yourself that you never break. No exceptions, no circumstances. Most people think boundaries are about saying no to others, but the most powerful boundary is the one you set with yourself. It could be no phone for the first hour after waking, no work emails after 7 p.m., a mandatory 20-minute walk, rain or shine. One rule, non-negotiable. Here's what most people get wrong about successful people. They don't have more willpower. They have clearer boundaries that remove temptation entirely. Every decision you make throughout the day depletes your cognitive resources. That's decision fatigue. But a non-negotiable boundary converts an energy-draining decision into automatic behavior. No choice, no debate. You just do it. And here's the paradox. By being rigid about one thing, you create flexibility everywhere else. Now, here's the key. Your boundary has to protect your most valuable resource. Maybe that's your attention, your sleep, your creative time, your relationships. It can't be aspirational. It has to be truly non-negotiable. I know this sounds restrictive. Most people resist it at first. But here's what they report after a few weeks: it's liberating. The guilt disappears. The second guessing stops. You've built structure and protection. But without the 3rd habit, even these 2 will eventually collapse under pressure. Habit number 3, the weekly recalibration. 15 minutes, once a week. That's all it takes. Most people think routines should be set and forget. Install the system, then let it run. But that's exactly why they fail. They lack adaptive feedback. This habit is about honest assessment, not self-criticism. You're reviewing 3 things: anchor, consistency, boundary effectiveness, and overall energy levels. Here's the framework. Ask yourself 3 questions. What gave me energy this week? What drained me? What needs adjustment? Then make one small tweak for the coming week. Just one. This prevents the all-or-nothing thinking that destroys routines. You're not starting over. You're iterating. The recalibration creates sustainability because your routine evolves with your life instead of becoming irrelevant. I saw this with someone who kept failing at their morning anchor. During recalibration, they realized it worked better at lunch. One simple switch, it saved their entire system. These 3 habits, anchor, boundary, recalibration, work together. They're simple, strategic, and they replace everything else you thought you needed. You don't need to overhaul your entire life tomorrow. You need 3 strategic habits that compound over time. Here's my challenge. Pick one, not all 3, just one. Start with the anchor, reset, the boundary, or the recalibration, whichever resonates most. Simple doesn't mean easy, but it does mean sustainable. And every day you wait is another day maintaining complicated systems that don't actually serve you. If you want more frameworks like this, strategies that cut through the productivity noise and deliver real results, hit subscribe. I break down what actually works in real life, not what sounds good in theory. Next week, I'm covering the hidden psychology behind why we procrastinate on things we actually want to do. You won't want to miss it.